Now wait, don't adjust your YouTube. You did not just restart the last video. This is actually another episode of Fantasy Football Edition. Today's episode, we're going to go ahead and talk to you about 3 different subjects. We're going to go over some repeat offenders, some people who every season keep having those high expectations and keep doing nothing.
Right. The
people that are in limbo. We're going to give you some examples of people that, you know, they could go either way. They could have a really good season, finally break out, or they could digress and do worse than what they've been doing. And then there's just going to be those studs, the people that every year just seem to come out and produce for you to make sure that you make it to your fantasy football championship. First off, let's do some repeat offenders.
Let's do the repeat.
My repeat offenders, people that you should just probably stay clear from. First one, Chad Ochocinco or Johnson, whatever he wants to call himself today. Since he's changed his name to Ochocinco, I don't think he's put up a single 1,000-yard season. Like the guy's personality, great person, but just on the football field with all of the, he doesn't understand the playbooks and he doesn't run the clean routes. How long have you been in the NFL now where you can't pick up on an offense during the offseason? And then my second repeat offender, Sean Green. You know, when Thomas Jones was there, they picked him up and they said, okay, he's going to have great expectations in the future. Thomas Jones leaves. Tomlinson's still there. Okay, well, Sean Green's going to do this, that, and the other. Still didn't do nothing. Tomlinson's gone, and they're saying the same old love song over Sean Green. But I keep hearing the stories about he doesn't run with the power that they want. Doesn't have the breakaway speed after finding a gap. I'm sorry. I don't take a chance on Sean Green. It's just not going to work out for you. Who do you have for your players that are repeat offenders?
My repeat offenders... Number 1 on my repeating offending list, which is really offending me, Sam Bradford. You know, the first year, I can understand this. Last year, oh my God, if any of you guys remember the offseason last year, they were talking about Sam Bradford. This is his year. They got Brandon Lloyd. They're going to go buck.
He threw 6 touchdowns. Just 6 out of the 9 the team got passing.
Oh my God.
Hello.
Hello. I'm sorry. You've been repeating. And this year, I'm sorry, your team didn't do much for your offensive line. It's still truly offensive. So you might get 8 touchdowns this year. Good luck, Sam. And Deshaun Jackson. This one hurts me, brother. This one truly hurts me. Here. I love you, man. You have got the skills. There is so much talent in that little tiny body. Man, use it. You got a contract this year, brother. I believe.
That right there is why I think, not you singing, I mean the contract, is why I think that he will actually get off of that repeat offenders list that you have him on. I think with the contract there is going to remove a lot of distractions.
And I did want to say, I believe that this guy has a chance. I don't want to say I believe he's going to come off because I believe last year he was going to go off the chain too. Anyways, yeah, Deshaun, you got to do this, man. So let's go to limbo. I like limbo.
In limbo, my 2 people are both quarterbacks, and it's not the first time that you've seen them in headlines with one another so far this offseason. I got Alex Smith and Cam Newton. Now, Alex, okay, last year improvement from every year before. Great start. Now, whole lot of new weapons. High expectations, but history, again with my Harbaugh theory, maybe he will improve. We're going to use this as a gauge to see just how good my Harbaugh theory truly is. If he improves, then we just know Harbaugh's that good. But we'll see. Till then, you're in limbo, buddy, till you show me more. And then Cam Newton, after the phenomenal rookie season that he had, it sets expectations not only so high, but I think with the pressure and everything involved, that it would make it very, very easy to suffer from that elusive sophomore slump. So that's why I have him on that list also. That's my explanation for my Cam Newton being on there, because I'm sure a lot of people immediately were like, Cam, what? Shut up, get out of here. No. Go ahead. Who do you have on your limbo list?
I do want to just say something here real quick. Deshaun, the only reason you made my repeat offender list is because he had Alex Smith on his limbo list.
What a bastard. Go ahead.
Not a fan of Alex Smith. I'm digging what the 49ers have been doing lately. I'm not. Yeah, he's definitely in limbo. If he doesn't come out as a top performer this year, they need to boot that punk.
We'll see what happens.
And Cam, I still might take him in the first round. Dude, he even gets half. I take 100 points out of his fantasy points from last year. Guy was still probably top 10.
I don't go that far, but
I'm just saying.
Go ahead
Anyways,
with the limbo, because I'm getting lost in limbo.
My limbo, right? My limbo, Dez Bryant. Hello, fool. Are you gonna show up, dude? You're like Deshaun. You got so much friggin' talent, but you're scared to use it.
And you have shown flashes of it.
Yeah.
You've shown some brilliance on the field from time to time.
At least
Let's
Deshaun
put it together
shows
for a
his.
season.
You're like, here's a little bit. I don't want to do anymore.
Cramping. Cramping. My leg.
Come on, Bryant. Let's do this, man. You got Romo up there, and you can't say, well, I'm the only wide receiver they got. You kidding me? You kidding me? Anyways, next. This one truly is a limbo for me. This one's the true definition of a limbo. But anyways, Chris Johnson. Man. Dude. You had one of the hottest seasons I think I've ever seen on a running back. Then, not so much. Yes, I will say this. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt where it's due, and it is due. Last year, even though it was truly mediocre for your talent, it still was pretty dang good overall compared to the rest of the NFL. I know you made top 10. I'm sure you were probably getting close to top 5. But I'm just saying, Chris Johnson, with that talent, pushing that 2,000 yards, brother, you got skills that can pay the bills. Don't sit there on your tush. Get out there and get you some. You got the talent. Get you some. Let's get on to those hot players.
The studs.
The
hot stars. Ones, well, obviously, number one that should be on everybody's list, really. Aaron Rodgers. Since Favre has left Green Bay, he has been a go-to quarterback every season. That's what our stars are. The people that are going to keep producing for you on a regular basis, no risk involved. And I really don't see a risk with the way that offense is formulated for Aaron Rodgers to fall after how he's been so far in that same program.
I completely agree. I mean, he's one of the few quarterbacks that you can actually literally take no-name guys, stick him in his wide receiving core, and he makes them look like a pimp.
Yep. He goes to work. He makes it happen. And then another one, I know this is only going to be his third year in, but the 2 years that he's had in, he's done a good job. And that's going to be Jimmy Graham, tight end for the Saints. I mean, the guy is big. Breeze obviously likes him. And even if Breeze isn't there because of contract situations,
he'll be there.
Any quarterback that's there is going to like the size of that tight end as their safety valve if they can't find small little Darren Sproles somewhere behind the backfield. It's going to happen. Jimmy Graham's going to still have a very good season.
Yeah, the guy's, 6'6"? He's sticking out like a sore thumb over the top of everybody. How you cannot see him? He's definitely a nice little safety blanket. That kid's going to do great. If he doesn't make top 3 again this year, I'd be
surprised.
Extremely surprised. My top players, I didn't want to. I went one kind of obvious, one not so obvious, and I'm gonna really get into that one. But my really obvious one, kind of delve into this a little bit. Tom Brady. Now the reason I'm digging on this one is because this year, listen to me carefully, ladies and gentlemen. You want your number 1 quarterback in the fantasy world? This is the man. This is going to be the first year where Belichick has actually went out and he has molded everything in that offense truly, truly the way he wants it. He's got all of his wide receivers that he needs. He's got his big boys, his fast boys, and he's got his awesome route runners. He's gotten rid of the junk.
Sorry, Ocho.
And then he's got his 2 tight ends. He's got the 2 tight ends that he truly's been looking for. Big guys, fast guys, strong guys. Dude, you guys want to... I'm telling you, this is going to be Tom Brady's year. I would almost literally go out on a limb and say possibly another undefeated chance. Now, my second guy, Vernon Davis, the tight end for San Francisco 49ers. This is his year, and let me tell you why. At the end of last season, him and Alex Smith really been bonding, and in the playoffs, they truly bonded. And with all the wide receivers that they got, now a linebacker actually does have to take Vernon Davis. Because if you go back and look at the film from last year, cornerbacks and safeties were over the top and under on Vernon Davis. Now, they have to put a linebacker on. There is no way any linebacker in the NFL, other than the ones that the 49ers actually have on their team, can take Vernon Davis. So look at this guy. He's going to go crazy.
All right, and that will conclude our fantasy episode for you. We hope that it becomes helpful for you throughout your fantasy season. Till then, till next time, subscribe, share, and show that you care.